Well, let's move on. March, typically the time people start thinking about prom and their weddings and what they're going to wear. One business has done it for about 70 years and they continue to do it well. So before you get dressed to the nines, you probably want to know what's in 2019.
In a small little building on the east side. He started with a total of 7 tuxedos.
That's George Rondinelli talking about his dad, Frank, who started their tuxedo business back in 1950. Now they've evolved into tux shops, 2 other businesses, Duchess Cleaners and Alterations Express, 24 locations overall, and over 200 employees.
We've been here for such a long time. We've seen good, we've seen it slow, we've seen it coming back.
George remembers going with his dad and brother to the shop when he was in grade school.
When you would go in the back room, and in certain times in the 70s, it was when you had all the big bow ties and the crushed velour jackets and the pastels and so forth.
After high school, George says he wanted to go to art school in college. But thanks to some friendly advice from his dad, George finally joined Frank and his brother Gino back in 1982.
This was a totally different world back then. He says, you can learn everything just coming to work for me. And we'll teach you how to do everything. Well, why would you want to go to school? I'll never forget that conversation.
He also learned that there are different looks for different folks, and what you like and dislike is not necessarily what the public will consume.
If it was up to us, we'd have a nice slim fit 2-button notch, end of subject, in a black. Okay, but if we chose what we like, there'd be 1 or 2 suits in this store. Okay, actually in the 90s. It was a Nehru collar, meaning that it just had a stand-up collar. There was no lapel to it, and there was no buttons. I couldn't keep it in stock. Really? And every time I tried to retire it, to say, I think it's time to get rid of it, it just kept renting. It just kept renting.
So the lesson was there. To continue to do business, you have to make it your own.
Dad retired in 1991, and we took it over after that. And once we took it over, we wanted to do a few different things and changing it, and obviously, growing it. And over the years, it's grown considerably.
And in order to grow, you have to evolve with the customer. Back in the late 90s, things started to change. Dress-up occasions became more casual.
People started changing where they had their weddings, how they had their weddings, what they were wearing, meaning that a lot of destinations weddings started in the 2000s. They didn't want to wear tuxedos, they didn't want to wear suits, things like that.
So Rondinelli started renting and selling suits, and the business flourished. But what about today's styles? What's in for the summer of 2019?
They want suits that are very, very slim. Everybody wants the slimmer the better, okay? So we have a lot of ultra-fit tuxedos, and we have slim-fit suits.
And the classic tux is back, with George's old school favorite, the bow tie.
Bow ties are coming back, and I love every minute of it. I love every minute of it. The years when they put that, when you would see those award shows and they would wear those neckties, I cringed because they made the tuxedo look like a suit. And it just drove me nuts. This is, again, like I said, the most important time of your life. Why would you want to look like you're going to be casual? So she's wearing this beautiful gown, make sure you're matching her.
Now he's the one giving the friendly advice. Yes, the times and looks have changed, but in these tuxedo shops, there's one thing that remains the same.
We pride ourselves to make sure that when you come into one of our stores, we're going to properly fit you and we're going to make you look your best. When a customer leaves and you can have that feeling that they've been fitted well, they love what they just got, that gives you a good feeling when they leave this store because they're smiling, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is just our goal.
Thanks to George and his entire family for letting us come out. And what's in this year, we talked about tight-fitting things, slim-fitting things. Okay. Kids like very slim pants that are tight at the bottom and short so they can show their fun new socks.
Oh my goodness.
That's what's what's going with the kids?
That's what we're going to do in 2019 for you.
I guess so.
Shorter pants for you, Michael.
Right, that's what we need.
Coming
if I can
right
only
up.
grow. Hey, thanks for the sponsors and Avalon for letting us barge in here.
I know, couldn't be better, and we've got big things coming here on Valley Spotlight. That's all I'm going to say. I know the team kind of wants me to let it out of the cat out of the bag, but I'm not ready to do that yet.
Thanks for watching.
Okay.
ValleySpotlight.com, our Facebook page, and Roku as well.
Oh, goodness. It's been a great week, so
fun.
we'll see you next Sunday.